What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Will Die Holla. Another one, man. Another one. Your boy got well, listen, I didn't get a flat. I came to pick up a load in Texas. Right now I'm in Cactus, Texas. Picking up a load, and I get to the load. First off, last night, 4th of July. Happy belated 4th of July to everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I was working. I dropped off a load down in Plainview, Texas. Then I headed to Amarillo, and I shut down in Amarillo. I went to Buffalo Wild Wings, had me a beer and some wings, and then knocked out, man. That was what my 4th of July was looking like, man. It was pretty dead. Nah, man. What's going on, Arthur Simmons? I'm not done for the day, man. My day didn't even start. So, I shut down in Amarillo last night. I dead head to Amarillo, shut down, go to Buffalo Wild Wings, have a beer, have some wings, pass out. I passed out at like 9, 10 o'clock. Woke up calling my JBS, like, is my load ready? Because Amarillo is about an hour and 10 minutes from Cactus. No. I'm like, listen, man, pass me to the traffic manager so I can find out the ETA of my load. And they did that. Whatever, they told me by 3 o'clock, by 1500, it should be ready. So what I did was, I left Amarillo at like 1 o'clock. Got up here, my load was just being ready. My load is done. My paperwork is just being ready. I hook up to the trailer. I drop my trailer off. I hook up to this trailer. I walk around, do my inspection. I noticed that the trailer tire is flat. Shut my whole operation down, man. Hey, what's going on, Curtis Benson? What's up, man? Yeah, so that messed up my whole day, man. I was trying to get out to, I gotta head to Los, I don't even know how to say this name, man. Los Lunas or Los something in New Mexico. It's near Albuquerque, man. I was trying to, it's about 323 miles out, about 5 hour, 45 minute ride. Buffalo Wild Wings, man. That's how I spent my 4th of July, man. Buffalo Wild Wings. Watching a bunch of different sports. They had the UFC, they had the tennis, they had the Olympics. A lot of things going on. So, it was cool to catch up to that because I can't watch that out here on the road. Yo, Texas got so many flies, man. You open up your window for 2 seconds and these flies is flying in here. I got like 2 flies in here bugging the shit out of me. But yeah, man, I got a flat. So I got to wait another 45 minutes for these guys to come fix it. And then I got to head out there. No matter what, I got to drive tonight because I got to get this load there by 1 a.m. I mean, I only need about 6 hours to do it. So shouldn't, as long as I leave by 6 p.m., 7 p.m. 7 p.m. the latest. 6 p.m. I should be there, no problem. I'm out here. So it's what time is it right now? It's 4:41, so I got some time, man, as long as they hurry up. I said in the video before this, I was talking about that I got suspended. Yeah, man, Curtis, I love driving, man. I love it, man. It's tiring, but I love it. It's the best. Definitely. I wouldn't pick my old career. I mean, it's cool. I got what you meant. Man, I used to be a swim coach, man. I coached a swim team. I taught swim lessons to kids and stuff like that. Adults, teach people how to swim and stuff. That's what I used to do in the previous life. But I'm happy what I'm doing now. I'm still certified by the Red Cross to do all of that. Certified lifeguards and stuff like that. But I'm happy doing this. But back to what I was saying, in my last video, I mentioned something about me being suspended from off-duty driving, and some people hit me up and they wanted to know why I was suspended from off-duty driving. And I told them I'll make a video and I'll let you guys know. Alright, the truth is, I was riding dirty, man. Listen, man, and for you critics out there, save your breath. You don't have to tell me. I know it's a big deal. I'm done with it. I'm not doing it. I get my off-duty drive back in 30 days. It's not worth it with the DOT, the D to the O to the T regulations, and having my license stripped from me and being put out of service. It's not worth it. So I'm done. My logs are up to date, as they're up to par. They're right now. So I'm just gonna keep them like that. Basically, what I was doing was, I was driving off duty under a load. Driving off duty under a load is not, that's illegal. You're not supposed to be doing that. I mean, I did it because I needed to save time on my clock. It was sometimes where I would be in heavy traffic for whatever reason, and what I would do is I just click that off duty. I'll pull out my air brakes, put my brakes on, take it off drive, put it in neutral, and then I'll just stop, and then I'll turn the truck off, cut it back on, and then my logs would never really restart, and I done went like 10 miles, 20 miles, whatever. So that was illegal for me to be doing, and because of all of that and me driving off duty, I would get to a load. Like what got me suspended was I had the load in Massachusetts. I got to Massachusetts, and when I got to Massachusetts, I shut down for the night. I stood there, and then my next load was about 30 miles out, so it was about a 40 minute drive. So basically, what did I do? Instead of starting my clocks before I went to pick up the load at the shipper, I did off-duty drive. Told them that I was going to park, whatever. But I sent an arrival once I got there, and that's what screwed me over, basically. And they took that off-duty drive, made it driving. They fixed it. They fixed my whole clock around, but basically, yeah, like I would do stuff like that, try to save my clock, because I ended up going to that 01 and I ended up sitting there for about 3 or 4 hours. Now, if I would have started my clock, I'd have been down to like 10 hours on my 14, so whatever. And then that fucked me all up. I'm gonna be honest, that fucked me all up, because they suspended me and then they actually took so much time back from me and fixed up my logs back. That ended up, I hit traffic in New York. It was horrible. There was a big ass accident a couple big ass accidents on 81. It was bad, and I basically had no time. Like the load that I had before I went to, I picked up a load from South Carolina supposed to take it to Santa Maria, California. I didn't even have enough time, because I didn't have enough time to do it, so I dropped it off in OKC. I dropped it off in Oklahoma City and switched it out with somebody else. Took a load going to Plainview, and then after Plainview I came up here, and lo and behold, I got a flat right now. So like it hasn't been really a good week right now. This load that I'm on right now pays about $1,700. I'm trying to get them to put it on payroll this week, because my revenue is not where I want it to be, because I took a week off. So even though I got like $2,600 down already, I consider that being last week, not this week. So I'm talking to them like, listen, man, you gotta give me a load to pay out this week, and not really a day after that's gonna go on my next check. But yeah, ultimately, that's why I got suspended from off-duty drive. It's there. Those of you out there, drive right. Don't use that off-duty drive. It won't be good for you, man. It won't end well for you. DOT could, if DOT pulled me over at that moment before I got my and did an audit, man, I would probably lost my license. Yeah, like I was really abusing the off-duty drive. So I'm suspended from it. I get it back in 30 days. Prime suspended me from it. I get it back in 30 days, and I'm done. I'm done abusing off-duty drive. I mean, I still can do off-duty drive right now. I just have to call. I have to do my driving, whatever, and then call logs up, and then they'll put it. As long as it was the right way, they'll put me under off-duty driving. They'll switch it for me. Other than that, it is, man. But everybody, be safe. I'm gonna probably catch some sleep. Killers fly. That's flying around. Catch some sleep before these guys come and fix my tire. See you guys later, man. Do I like Prime? Yeah, Curtis, man. I like Prime. I like that question, and I'm gonna give you a real answer to that. I like Prime, but am I gonna stay with Prime for a long time? No. What I want to do is, man, what I want to do, Prime can't offer that for me. You know, the end game is to get out of this with money. You know, I respect Rob Lowe. You know, he's a smart businessman, and he didn't get to where he's at today by being an idiot. Very smart dude, and very cool dude. But you know, I'm not gonna be able to expand like I want to expand. I don't want to own a fleet. I'm gonna tell you that now. It crossed my mind, but it's too much behind all of this to worry about one truck, let alone 2, 3, 4 trucks. I mean, maybe down the line when I get a little bit more experience, maybe that'd be something I'm into. But as of right now, that's not what I'm into. But I need to have money. You know, I need to be able to have my bank accounts holding at least 6 figures in the next 3-4 years, you know, and I don't think that I can do that and maintain my lifestyle that I want with Prime. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that. I mean, I think I can, but it's gonna take a lot out of me. Like, I'm talking about, like, I'm gonna have to live out my truck to do that. You know what I mean? And I don't want to do that. I don't want to get a house. So, but I love Prime, man. Prime is a great company. I would tell anybody who's starting out in the industry to come to Prime, because originally I was supposed to go to CR England, and I'm glad I didn't make that choice to go out to CR England. And I blew them off for Prime. Prime, man. If you don't have any money in your pocket, man, you got very little money in your pocket, and you trying to get out here and do this trucking, Prime is the way to go. Do I think the company would have been better as opposed to lease right out the get-go? No, not a chance. I was just talking to somebody just now in JBS. They was asking me about Prime and about me leasing and everything. The payments are really high. You're talking about $995 per week for your payments, for your truck payment. No problem. You're also talking about another extra $300 to $400 and whatever fees that Prime throw at you, like the call com, the little small things. So you're talking about $300, $400. So now you're looking at something around $1,400 fixed cost. My fixed cost is about $1,300. It's not $1,400. But I like to go above. You know, I like to go more than what it actually is, because then I be expecting less and then I receive more. It's always a good way that I look at it. But I was telling them, listen, man, I had somebody that left. Matter of fact, the load that I had coming from Massachusetts that I got suspended on, off-duty drive suspended on, there was a Prime company driver. We had the same exact load, going the same exact place, same exact distance, same exact time, like same exact load. She was company, I'm lease. She made off that load about $400. I made $1,600. I spent in fuel, I spent In fuel, I spent about $500. I'm not sure yet because that still hasn't come in on my settlement. But I did my math myself, and it was about $450 to $500 in fuel. So I don't think. Yeah, I have an E-fund set up. Yeah, my E-fund. Yeah, everybody. I mean, I would too. They tell you the fleet manager let you know to set up an E-fund, but I don't think it would have been better for me to go lease. I'm doing real good in lease. I'm not having a issue. As a matter of fact, my check coming up right now is going to be somewhere around $3,000, $4,000. But that's not because of what I put down this week. That's because of my $2,600 that didn't go on last paycheck because I got it there a couple hours late. That's going to be on this week pay. So right now I'm in the hole. I'm in the hole about I keep saying $1,800, but it's actually $1,300. It's about actually $1,300 that I'm in the hole. I'm not really in the hole $1,800. I don't know why I keep saying $1,800. I guess I like to go above. I like to go more so I can expect more. How fast do I drive? I do 65. I do 65, man. I'm trying to slow down, but to save, I have an automatic, so I'm trying to slow down to save some more fuel. I save a lot of money in fuel. Like right now, my MPG is. I look at my MPG. I just put fuel in it. Oh, and that's not to talk. Man, I left the cap off, so I lost a lot. I lost probably a gallon or two out of there because I forgot the cap off. I was rushing and everything. I left the driver's side cap off. I lost a little bit of fuel. But my MPG, even with me losing that fuel, my MPG is 8.1. So, and I've only went like, I think 60 something miles. So it's I did about 8.1 per gallon. Yeah, man, it's tough for me to slow down. The reason why I say that, Junior, is because the reason why I say it's tough for me to slow down is because I end up getting rush loads. Now, when I get a rush load, like this load would have been perfect for me. I'm about 6 hours away from my O2. If I would have left right now, my appointment's at 1 a.m. If I would have left right now, I could have took my time over there. I could have went 55. I could have probably had 11 miles per gallon, maybe even 12. I don't even know because I never really went 55 straight out. I'm going through New Mexico. So New Mexico, everybody knows New Mexico is flat land for the most part, and that's where you're going to get your best MPG. That's the best place to get good MPG. But if I didn't get a flat, what do you mean? No, you don't. You save on fuel. If I didn't get a flat, I wouldn't have to rush over there. Yeah, man. When you slow down, Curtis, you lose time because you figure you have to look at it like this. If I'm going 55 miles an hour, I'm only going 55 miles. But if I'm going 65 miles an hour, I'm now going 10 miles faster than the person that's going 50 in an hour. I'm doing 10 miles more than the person that's going 55. How many hours do I average per day? It depends. It depends on the load. It depends on the load, man. I like to average around 8.5. But right now I've been rushing and I lost a lot of time due to me being suspended from off-duty time. They fixed my clocks up and everything. I lost a lot of time, so I had to rush. You know, I'm in the rush mode right now. And when you're in rush mode, you can't slow down. I mean, I can't slow down. Like even my fleet manager, I got messages from my fleet manager. I need you to pick it up on this one. And I'm just like, yo, bro, you know I do 65 everywhere. How can I go any faster? You know what I mean? Yeah, because like it's just driving hours. Yeah, driving hours. I do about 8.5 driving hours. Yeah, I'd like to do. I'm sorry, 8.5 driving hours. I like to do a shift. If I do 8.5 driving hours, I would never run out of time. So I'm in the middle of fixing my clock right now. By tomorrow, my clock should be good. I got 12 hours on my 70 right now. Tomorrow night, 12 a.m. tonight, I get about 10 hours and 41 minutes because I had to rush, traffic, all different things. How many hours do you drive a day? Yeah, man, I drive 8.5 hours a day, 8.5, 8.5 hours a day is what I normally drive. 8.5, Junior, 8.5. Sometimes I have to drive 9. Sometimes I gotta drive 9. Sometimes I do drive 10. I really don't like to do 11, but I'll get it close to 10. It depends on the load, man. Like I said, man, I've been doing some rush loads. I've been doing some rush loads, man. Every load is different. Like this load I'm about to drive, for the day, I'm only gonna do 6 hours. So I already did an hour and 10 minutes drive up here. I did an hour and 10 minutes drive up here. I'm gonna do about 6 more hours, so that's about 7.5 hours for the day. I'll get 10 more hours back, man, and then I'm good, man. I'm golden from there. But yeah, man. Any more questions? I'm trying to, Junior, man. I'm trying to slow down, but like I said, man, it's just a lot of rush loads right now. I'm having a lot of rush loads, and those of you drivers out there who know, when you get those rush loads, you gotta go, man. A lot of times you want to get paid that week, man. You want to get something. You want to get to the receiver early. That's another reason why I do 65, man. I like to get to where I'm going so that I can shut down and be reset for my next load as soon as possible. So there's a lot of times, there's a lot of times when I'll get to the 90 early, and then opposed to me slowing down, shutting down over there at the Flying J or Pilot, I'll shut down at a receiver. That's what my trainer taught me, man. Shut down at the receiver if you can. I'll shut down at the receiver. My hours are reset, and right from that receiver, I'm going to do a washout, or I'm blowing out the truck, my trailer myself, blowing it out, and then I'm going to the shipper, and then I'm loading right before the next person, because I'm already reset and I'm ready to take that load now. So it depends, man. Like I said, man, I run hard, man. You got to be out here. You got to be running hard. Right now I'm in a hole, and that's only because I went home. You good, bro? Just be safe. Try to slow down. Being that you're a lease operator, just trying to help you. I feel you, Junior. Good looking out, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. I want to drive, but my driving record got driving after suspension with a 3-year period. Is there any way around that, or are they strict on that when they're hiring? Oh man, Prime, man, yeah, their Prime is pretty strict, man. They let you know, man, when you come in there, anything that you got on your record, anything at all, be honest with them, and they'll try to work with you. A lot of times the DOT won't accept that kind of thing on but it doesn't hurt to try, man. It doesn't hurt to try. You never know until you try it. Go down to your local DMV, sign up for that CDL, the permit test. Take your permit test. Once you take your permit test, then you're in there, man. You get your license back, take your permit test, you're in there, man. It's nothing else you need to do, man. Then sign up for Prime. I don't even know. I don't even remember if they ask you if you ever had a suspended license or not. I don't even think they ask you that. Prime might not ask you. They ask you a lot of criminal background questions. And they do hire felons, so they just ask a lot of criminal background questions. Do you get... Oh, they told you no? Shit. Yeah, man. Like, Prime is strict, man. Prime won't even take you... If you got fired from a job, Prime won't even take you. Like, if you got fired and it wasn't your fault, Prime won't even take you. If you got laid off, wink, wink, it's a different story. Let's just leave it like that. Talk to your recruiter. Don't tell him you got fired, man. If you got laid off, it's a different story. Do you get a lot of runs to New York City? No, absolutely not. I have not gotten a one load to New York City yet. Have I been through New York City? Yes. Have I went home? Yes. Have I drove the truck around New York City, around my hood, my block? Yeah. But that was just me going there, me getting a load going past New York City. I got a load to Boston. It's a lot of times you get a load to New Jersey, right over the bridge, and you can ride into the city if that's where you're from. Who asked me that? Fred Jones, man. That's where you're from New York, and you need to be home and stuff. You can make it your business to get there, man. Especially as a lease operator. The good thing as a lease operator, one of the good things that sets a lease operator apart from a company driver, unless you've been a company driver for a long time and you're highly respected in Prime, then, you know, sometimes the fleet managers could be lenient and be like, all right, go home whenever you want. But for the most part, if you company, they're not putting you near your house. Now, if you're lease, you can tell them to send you home, and they send you home. You can tell them, if you want to go to Vegas for the weekend, you tell them send you to Vegas. They're going to send you to Vegas. A company driver, you can't do that. You can't be like, oh, send me to Vegas. Nah, you go where they tell you to go. So that's what sets, that's one major thing that sets the company from the lease apart. Would you rather pick your loads like having a load board, or do you like... No, of course, man. Everybody would rather pick their loads, man. I get these loads, but to be honest, I got a certain relationship with my fleet manager, man. Let me tell you, if you come to Prime and you gotta be respectful to your fleet manager. This whole thing about you being their boss, yes, it's true, but I'm gonna get to that. I'm gonna read that question in a second. Yes, it's true. The whole thing about you being their boss, it's true. But you gotta be respectful, man. You gotta play. Sometimes you gotta play stupid. Like, I play stupid. Who's my dispatcher? My dispatcher is Tyrone Davis. Ty. Listen, man. We got a pretty good relationship, man. I might come down on him. I might come down on him about my paycheck. The first week after I came down on him, right after, I was like, we had to talk about it, and then I was like, oh, okay, cool, no problem, thank you very much, I appreciate the talk, this and that. You gotta build a relationship with your fleet manager. I got a relationship to him where I could call him and he won't scream on me talking about, you used to call calm, don't call me, like I'm busy. Nah, it's not like that. I'll hit him up and say, yo, Ty, call me whenever you can. And he'll give me a call within the next 15 to 20 minutes, especially if it's not busy or anything. He'll give me a call and we'll speak about whatever we got to speak about. You got to have a good relationship with your fleet manager. Man, he gets me where I need to be. He gets me good loads. He don't get me too many crappy loads. I turned down one load. He was like, I don't think that was a smart idea because you're in, where was I? I was in Maine. I turned down a load. It was paying out. It was horrible paying out. I turned down the load, and he was like, I don't think that was a good idea, man. I'm going to tell you, we're going to work with you. I'm going to work with you still. I'm going to try to get you something, but I don't think that was a good idea. Turned out to be a better idea because I got an even better load. I got a load that was paying a little bit more, and by the time I got to the area, the load was done. So it worked out. And then right after I dropped that off, I got another load quick. So it turned out to be a good thing. He was like, man, you had a good situation, but not all the time it's going to work out that way. So we got a good understanding. We got a decent relationship, and I just keep building on it, man. I hit him up in the morning. Hey, good morning, Ty. What's going on? Ask him my question. I say good morning every morning, or whenever I got a question for him, I say good morning. I treat him with respect. He treats me with respect. He doesn't belittle me. Because I was in dispatch office one time, man. I heard one of these fleet managers talking to a driver like he was their child, or like it was ridiculous. I was like, whoa, man, you couldn't be talking to me like that. She like, oh wait, I let you talk? Let me talk. You're not gonna keep cutting me off and all this crazy stuff. At the end of the day, you're supposed to be